Today we'll be making
our Wisconsin Sunrise.
Hi everyone, I'm Anthony, General Manager for Von Steele Winery.
And I'm Brittany, and today Anthony will helping me make our Wisconsin Sunrise cocktail, which is actually a featured cocktail suggested by one of our customers.
Perfect. So the suggestion was to use 3 ingredients, being vanilla vodka, orange juice, and our very own cranberry esprit that we make here. So this is going to be what's called a build drink. So we're really just going to build everything in the glass. If you wanted this to be more chilled, either keep these in the fridge longer, make sure they're very, very cold, or you can use a shaker tin. Make sure there's a lot of ice in it. When you build this ingredients in the tin, give it a good hard shake for about 3 or 4 minutes. It will flatten the cocktail, FYI, but it will be very, very chilled. The idea is to see a little ice flakes if you go that route, floating in there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with a little bit of vanilla vodka. Now we're gonna use Smirnoff for this. This is a little bit smoother. The recommended way, if you have Stoli or Absolute or anything vanilla vodka wise, you can do it. But Stoli vanilla, traditionally triple distilled, which makes it a little bit smoother, a little bit cleaner. But whatever you have vanilla vodka.
And just an ounce and a half of this?
Just an ounce and a half. So if you want to go ahead and get that in your cup. Henry's moving the jigger for her. That's perfect. Hi, Henry. So if you haven't been to Algoma, we are haunted, FYI, in our tasting room. Henry has been known to walk the 3rd floor that we're on, so he may make a presence. So if I can have the jigger off it. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add orange juice. So we're gonna make this in a sunrise style.
And so what does sunrise style mean?
So sunrise basically means we're gonna put OJ in first, and then we're gonna add our colored ingredient, which is gonna be the cranberry on top of it, which will give it a nice, cool sunrise effect.
So if it were to be poured in last, it would be a sunset in theory?
Correct. So this calls for, we're gonna do 3 ounces of orange juice in this. So the cool thing with this is because orange juice has a lot of citric acid, there's a lot of acidity to it, but it has a lot of natural sweetness and sugar in it too, that it's actually gonna punch up and enhance the vanilla that's inside the vodka. So what it's gonna do is it's actually gonna create like a creamsicle sensation on your tongue. It'll make it really smooth, really cool. You'll still have effervescence to it, but it'll be really refreshing at the same time. And then for the topper, now we're gonna measure this. You don't have to measure it at home, but we're only gonna use, about 3 ounces of this too. So again, we have a bigger cup. So you wanna try to adjust your recipe to match the cup. If you're gonna use a champagne flute, then the recipe would still be 1.5 ounces of vodka. It would only be about 1.5 ounces of cranberry juice, and then you would have 3 ounces of OJ. But for this, we have bigger glasses. We kind of want to fill the glasses a little bit more. You should get this really cool grapefruit color to it. Now again, in the champagne flutes, if you were gonna make it that way, again, you wouldn't measure with the jigger, you would just slowly add the cranberry in on top. You would get that kind of sunrise effect to it. Think of it like a tequila sunrise. So that's basically the ingredients with that. So I hope you enjoy it. If you want to taste it, let us know what you think.
Yes,
Put you on the spot.
I'm excited to.
Put you on the spot.
That is really good.
Not too shabby.
That was a good customer suggestion.
Well, thank you for the suggestion. FYI, so the cranberry esprits are a lot of the ciders that we have. We know there's been some comments that they're really hard to open, they're very difficult to open. So what we suggest, this is a nutcracker, it's a closed top nutcracker. You can use it kind of like a little plier, which will just sit on top of the bottle. Make sure when you hold it, but make sure when you open it from the bottle off the bottom. Don't try to wrench it off on the top. These bottles have a lot of pressure underneath them. If you try to open them from the top, it's gonna catch you off guard when it pops. You can't feel when that cork's working its way out. But second, if you're not holding onto it tight enough, it can shoot that plug or that cap right off. The cool thing with the closures though that we have is you can reseal them, and they're gonna last for probably 2-3 weeks, sometimes 4 weeks. Dave, right now, our winemaker, has the record. It lasts 6 weeks.
Oh wow.
Resealed for 6 weeks, how about it? So I hope you enjoyed the customer suggestion, you enjoyed this recipe at home. You can find more recipes like these online. Check out our YouTube channel as well for more interesting recipes and creative cocktails. You can also get our Esprit online through vonsteele.com or stop in the winery today and pick up your very own bottle. Cheers, and we hope you enjoy it.